ثابت الكومباوند سيمتري في التايب ولا لا؟
لا ثابت في الاول فقط في الراندوم انترسبت. في الراندوم انترسبت
ما في شيل تايب.
في الراندوم سلوب المفروض تشيلين، في الراندوم انترسبت سلوب المفروض تشيلين.
اوكي احنا الان كمان يطلع لنا تيبل في اي ار سي.
يس. You can open the last.
ايش دافع
نفس اللي كان.
هذا كورس الليد والله حرام ما لا تقرا الاطفال.
So again, you will be given a long format ready. You will not go through the programming to do from long to and convert it to from wide to long format.
طب والانوبه؟
It's okay. This is a different data set. If I ask you for ANOVA, for PAIR, for ANCOVA, a different two data sets. So for the first question, I will not ask you to do. I'll give you a wide format, but I'm not going to ask you to do a conversion to a long format. In the second questions, it will be already converted to a long format. So now let's again. You need to use the last week programs. Again, I need to convert the lead data from wide to long format. Okay. So rerun this code again. I'm going to utilize the code here. One of the code is called compound symmetry. So now if I wanted to do what is called the random, so this is a random intercept model now. So we need to have, and instead of repeated, we say what? Random. Instead of week, put intercept, subject equal ID. This is just what I need to change, correct? Also get rid of the R correlations, because correlation only work for repeated, not for the random statement. Remove the R correlations. This is the program here. I'm going to remove what? I'm going to, instead of repeated, I'm going to make it random and then put intercept. This is a random intercept model, subject equal ID the same, type equal compound symmetry the same, but remove what is called R core, because it will not work under random statement. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes. So now once you run this, it's going to give you a code. And here you're going to call it, this is a random intercept. So I'm going to look for what? AIC. So what is AIC here? The next I'm going to produce another one for what? Random slope. I just need to modify the code. I must remove what? The type. I must also change the intercept to the week. Remember the time, which is week here, and then rerun this, and now it produce the AIC. This is what is called slope. Next, another model for both of them, which is random intercept and slope. So now I need to add to week, intercept week. Also, I don't need the type we call compound symmetric. So I can run this and now get the AC, and now this is called for both, which is random intercept and okay. You want to see how these were done? So now, which one you are selecting?
The same.
Same intercept and
United
intercept.
Nations.
لا random slope. Random slope.
smallest
The
ما
small.
نبغى اللارجست.
Still UN is
خلي زي ما هي.
United Nations أحسن.
19.
لا دكتور البي سي
لا UN.
هذه 24 هاي 26 remember.
Unstructured.
كنا أنا-
So,
random slope. Random slope.
random slope,
30.
but 26.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the thing you need to, make attention in exam.
Yeah.
So, mm.
خلاص.
عشان الخطوة اللي بعدها.
في interpretation.
The best model.
So which one are you going to take then? before?
Unstructured.
Unstructured.
So the next is you're going to focus your work on unstructured. Going to unstructured with here. So this is my best model, remember?
Yes.
And already last week, our best model is unstructured. We need to add LS mean, right?
Yes.
Remember? You will be asked about whether there is a differences in treatment. If I exclude this, let's say this asterisk is gonna remove what this will do now. So I put asterisk, لجمة في statement, the lateral statement, that means it will not run. That statement. The else mean will not run. So basically, I'm gonna run this. What this test will give me only this here.
The difference between.
What this will say?
The interaction between treatment.
Yes, there is interactions between treatment and weeks or time.
بس من شافها.
Any more explanations? About what group different than the other or what treatment?
Only
To add
significant.
LSE.
This is why you need to describe further your finding. What treatment is better in reductions of late over time? How we do that? In Toki, multiple comparison. Remember in the slide here, what is the objective of this? Our daily objectives conduct multiple comparison. This is will tell you exactly what group different than the other, right? But just doing ANOVA or doing just unstructured, it tell you only there is a differences, but how they differ
How much?
and how much. Remember Excel when we grab the Excel? So similarly here, we need to produce and ask for LS mean. This LS mean treatments includes the interactions between treatment and weeks, the significant interaction, and also adjust for what? Adjust for Tukey, adjust equal Tukey. So I'm requesting Tukey, multiple comparisons, slice
Equal treatment.
equal treatment. I'm gonna slice it by treatment, not by the time. Okay, so just by treatment.
Do I have when we write adjust, it's mean we are interested in Turkey or we adjusting to
Adjust is a time. Adjust it can be other Banforoni, for example.
what it's mean.
What is what?
What it's mean.
For adjustment.
In here.
This is for adjustment of the B value. What test that you use? We use Tukey. So adjust just the type of multiple comparison that you use. So now, if we are doing this now, run this. Remember, this here is good for graphing. If I'm interested in graph, I don't think I ask you for a graph because you just need to report this in hand. So I'm not going to ask you to provide me a graph in Excel or in any other format. But this is what to use for you in the future. Remember, we have done a graphing in Excel. We use this, right? Convert it into the Excel and produce a graph, right? Remember? And we know how even to modify the graph and make it, it's good for publication. Now, but if I'm trying to look for what treatments better than others, then I need to look at more details here of this test, which is the Tukey test here. And remember, this is a multiple comparison. It could involve 100 of comparisons. But you don't look for the 100. You need specifically that at the 4-time point. If you have 4-time point, that means you're interested in 4 comparisons. If you have 5, then you're interested in 5. If you have 2, then you're interested in 2 comparisons. Okay? So now, and make sure that the treatment should be different, but the time should be the same. So as you can see here, you're going to look for these comparisons. What is saying?
0.26.
So we have 0 at the baseline. There is no differences between active treatment and placebo. Is that correct? At the baseline. Yes? No?
Do you see the difference?
This is the reference.
Not significant.
It's 1.
Yes.
What?
The B value, adjusted B value is 1.
Yeah. 1.7.
0.7. Non-significant.
Not significant, and there is another one.
This is the adjustment. You look at the adjustment B value. I think you are right. You're correct. Yeah. This is. It's okay. This is the B value for t-test, unadjusted.
Yes.
And this is for the adjusted. This is according to after adjustment of Tukey, the B value is 1.
That means the baseline.
Yes.
No difference.
So there is no difference between the 2 treatment and the baseline. A B value of equal what? 1.
No difference.
Yes, at the baseline.
Diagram.
Yes. Now, next. Week 1 week after the treatment. What is same?
Week 1.
1 week after treatment.
Significant reduction.
What is the B value for Toki? Adjusted B value.
001. Adjusted? 001.
Yes. 001.
And there is
Significance.
yes, significant difference between.
Significant difference between the active treatment and placebo, but remember, I need to know the reductions much where.
There is significant reduction.
the estimate.
First group A.
The reduction in the first group because it's negative, right?
Yes.
So there is more reductions of plate in a first group, which is group the active treatment. So that means the active treatment is better. A B value, so I need you to describe for every time point to describe the B value to describe what treatment worked better.
There is significant
So that means more details. Make sure you provide the B value and you provide the reduction and which one is better at every time point. So you will have 4 comparison if you have 4 time points. Okay.
Can we get a report the adjusted B value?
Adjusted, yes, it's better.
والاستيمات صح؟ إذا كان في reduction أو
And one estimate هو بيقول لك الديفرنس yeah. Reduced by 11 or reduced by yeah. And then week 2 sorry week 4
there is a significant
also
reduction.
reductions.
By
Minus
8.
8.13.
Height what?
How many decimal? How many decimal now?
Decimal of what?
يعني we are talking.
Usually 3 decimals 0.001 just
No, and the estimate.
The unit دكتور.
the estimate it can be 1 decimal it's fine 8.5 is good enough.
طيب دكتور سؤال اليونت الوحدة
تبعت ايش؟
حقت الريدكشن.
The reduction in late, how do they measure late? It depends by the measures of late itself.
باي
Yeah, just say by the unit.
enough يعني satisfied.
Yeah. Now 6, the final.
ما في نهاية.
Reduction also. By 2.
Not significant. no.
So not significant. B value of 0.56. Right? So I want you to report the right B value. Always report the adjusted B value for Toki. And look at the weather reductions. As you can see, the reduction is not that much, right? It's -2. So there is no differences between the active treatment and placebo at the end point.
There is no difference?
Yes. Good.
سهلة اختبار صعب.
So this is your final exam now.
It's look easy. في الاختبار لك يا عزيزي. يعطيك العافية.
دكتور أكيد حتشتاق لنا وكذا.
والله إن شاء الله
إن شاء الله.
موجودين.
الأسبوع الجاي ما بنسوي بارتي. نجيبوا كيكة.
في شيء أسبوعك؟
في محاضرة الأسبوع الجاي.
الأسبوع الجاي.
أنا بس ما أبغى للأتندس حقكم
ما خلاص انتهى.
يظلموكم يكتبوكم ما حضور وبعدين
ما
لا
نختلف
في
نجيب
مواد
كيك.
ثانية خلصناها.
كيك.
لا يعني بنقدم محاضرات مثلا.
تمام.
يعني نجيب يوم اليوم الأحد عشان نخلص كده. يعني إذا خلصنا اليوم الاثنين نخلي محاضرة عشان نشطب على المناطق.
بقول لكم ليش قايمين محاضرات الدكتوراه؟
لا يقولون لأن إحنا كده سوينا على الدكتور كده.
أساسا غير مرتفع على شكلين
بعض منكم اوريدي غابوا مرتين فغابوا المرة الثالثة.
هذا.
موجود دكتور يوم الأحد؟
يوم الأحد إن شاء الله.
يوم الأحد
بنسوي بارتي دكتور.
كويس والله.
خلاص انت والدكتور هدى والدكتور مين اين؟
كلهم أنا أعزمهم
كل
كلهم.
الدكاترة.
أنا أعزمهم كلهم.
بس أي دكتور؟
بس بنجيب انا بجيب من مكة اكلة من
منتو.
عندك اكلة ايوه من عندكم اكلة ما ودي من هناك اكلة منسف
نسوي عريكة.
ومن عريكة احنا
وين أحد؟ خلاص احنا بنجيب عليك جيبه.
أنا أجيب لك عليك.
بجيب عليك ليش دخل عليك في الجنة؟
أنا أجيب لك عليك. أنا أجيب لك عليك.
هو أحلى هو
محمد اللي وهب.
انا قلت محمد بيجيب العريكه، مو انا علي الكيكه وانت عليك العريكه.
عليك على النجوم.
زهري زهري.
ايش هو عليك؟ ايش
نقاشكم صراحة
نقاش في الاكل، الدكتور تحطم.
عليك ارتاح.
أهم شيء تيجي جعان.
اهم شيء يعني
هي وعدتنا من المنسف من بدايه الترم.
خلاص أبشر. لازم أقول لكم قصة. كان عندي اجتماع في الشغل يوم الخميس. إحنا شغلنا في بلدان ما في ولا شيء جنبنا. والدكتور قال في وفد من أفريقيا علشان الدين لازم يا أسمى تيجي.